Hey guys, Joe DeMarco from the Crazy New York Driver Show. It's Friday, November the 4th, 2016. Welcome to another eBay video. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Joe DeMarco. I've been selling on eBay since 1999. My eBay user ID is Hubcap Joe's. I'm a top-rated seller with 100% feedback. And each week I come out here and we discuss eBay tips and tricks and things that I think will help you guys be successful on eBay. So in today's video, we're going to do quite a big rehash on last week's video and your comments. We're also going to discuss some third-party tools, buyer's remorse, promoted listings, urban exploration, some webinars, and some things to be on the lookout for. So let's get right into it with a discussion of your comments on last week's video. Quite a few people wrote in, both in the comments section and to me privately, saying that they had indeed tried promoted listings and it was an epic fail. Each and every person stated that their sales went down significantly while they ran this campaign. However, as soon as they ended the campaign, they had sales within 15 minutes. That, guys, is freaking crazy. Something's not right with that program, I'm telling you. The only thing I can say right now for you guys, in my opinion, take it for what it's worth, avoid promoted listings until things change. If you want to bring traffic to your listings, run a sale at Markdown Manager. That's what I do. I have a 10% sale store-wide right now, and I find it helps to bring traffic in. Okay, I've never heard of a problem with traffic with Markdown Manager. How were your sales this week? My sales were not that great, especially last weekend. I went from Saturday night through Sunday night, Monday till Monday afternoon with not a single sale. Almost 40 straight hours with no sales. That is terrible. Absolutely awful. My sales did come back during the week, starting Monday afternoon. However, they still were not great. Okay? Decent? Yes. Great? No. I am not seeing the numbers that I was seeing last month and the month previous. Okay? I know a lot of people are very strong on the fourth quarter. They say it's the biggest quarter, the best quarter. I have never, ever agreed with that philosophy. However, last year I did do quite well, especially in December, so I guess we'll have to see what happens. I suspect that it's going to be slow till after the election. The election is next week, and it's surprising how people always say, well, people are holding on to their money to see who wins. I mean, I don't understand who would do such a thing. One thing I learned when I was a young kid, what somebody said to me, this older guy I knew, he used to use this saying, okay? The saying is, money is for the living, not the leaving. Now I'll say it again. Money is for the living, not the leaving. What that means, guys, it's okay to be cheap when you're doing business. Like when I go out and I buy stuff from eBay, I'm going to try and get the stuff at the cheapest price I possibly can so I can resell it and make money. That's only good business. But when it comes to yourself, don't be cheap, because it doesn't pay to be cheap while you're alive, because you're only going to be leaving the money behind. All right? You have no idea, guys, how many lowball offers I had this week alone. It's through the roof. I mean, when I say, if I'm listing an item for $100 and somebody's offering $35, that's just ridiculous. I've never had so many lowball offers as I have had this week. Some of them came right out and threw me a lowball offer. Now, I have no problem with people giving me lower offers than what I am asking, assuming that it's a reasonable offer. So if I'm asking $100 and somebody offers 75 or 80 bucks, usually I'll work with them, okay? But some people, you know what upsets me, and I've said this so many times before, is when people come out and say, what's your cheapest price for this item? How low are you willing to go? I had a bunch of them this week, and I respectfully write back and I say, please try and get it locally. That way you can save on shipping. If you act like you don't want to sell it, quite often people will actually pay the price you're asking. But that's something I found out anyway. Continuing with your comments from last week's video, we talked about the PayPal hacking, how the site was down for maybe a full day. That video got over 1,000 views, which I consider good for 1 week. Somebody wrote in and said they were having trouble sniping auctions at the last minute because they're using a third-party tool, and at the last minute eBay was requiring a capture to be typed in order to place the bid, and the third-party tool is not capable of it. Well, I only want to touch on this briefly, guys. I don't use any third-party tools, number one. Number two, I also like to bid at the very last minute. If I see something I want, I never bid ahead of time. I always wait to the last possible, maybe 30 seconds, and I'll throw my bid in then, okay? Because I find it's very helpful, and you stand your best chance of winning the item at the cheapest possible price. We also talked quite a bit about buyer's remorse in the new eBay resolution pilot program. This, guys, is a problem. I told you about it last week. Somebody wrote in here, Alan Mayer, wrote in with a really good story. I'll just briefly cover it. He sold an item, and the buyer tried to misuse the eBay returns pilot program by returning the item and checking item does not work, when in fact the item was fine. Okay, so Alan got the item back, but he charged the person for return shipping, and he charged a restocking fee. I don't know what his percentage was. I think he said 20%, but don't quote me on that. He could not charge for original shipping because he had offered free shipping on the item. So, okay, the buyer then opens a case with PayPal and disputes it because the buyer does not want to pay the restocking fee and does not want to pay the shipping back. But Alan won the case with PayPal, stating to PayPal he was in the resolutions program. Now, even though he won the case, he is still open to negative feedback from that buyer, and I think that is wrong. That is dead wrong. If a buyer abuses the returns program, he should not be able to neg you. That's my opinion. Most of you guys seem to be in agreement with me, but if you have any comments or concerns or want to talk more about that, comment below. Somebody wrote in last week and asked when I'm going to do more urban exploration videos. I have to wait at least until December till all the foliage dies off, because I can't get into these hard to get to spots. There's no other way. In years past, I have always been able to film an urban exploration video on December 25th because it's a day off. And when I have an extra day off, I always devote it to doing something like that. This year, however, we're screwed because December 25th falls on a Sunday, which means no day off for Joey, which means on that day I have to do my regular Sunday activities and maybe try and work in an urban exploration video, but I can't guarantee you. But I will start trying to crank them out in December. Also, on the subject of December, the Hess Toy Trucks are now on sale at HessToyTruck.com for anybody who wishes to buy one online. I myself wait till they come into the kiosks in the malls here, and then I'll buy some and I'll hold them till it gets near the magic date. That's what I did last year, guys. I only bought two, which was my error. I paid about, whatever it was, $33 each. And I sold one for $90 and the other for $115 on eBay. approximately December 15th or so. What worked for me was that the website ran out of trucks, and so did the kiosks, and they became in great demand, and people were paying 3 and 4 times face value. I'm hoping that happens again this year, but I'm not going to worry about that now. Once they're available in the kiosks, I'll buy some and I'll show you them on camera, and we'll talk about that as the date gets close. We also have been talking about contact. People contacting us with legitimate concerns from eBay. Guys, I had so many contacts this week. Just so many. Sometimes 10 per day. Now, I'm not complaining about any eBay contacts that were through the eBay contact system. Those are legit. I'm talking about people that circumvent the eBay contact system, and it stymies me. Do you know what 3 people did to me this week? 3 people who purchased items from me. How do you think they contacted me? It's so easy just to click contact seller, but they don't do that. Do you think they contacted me during business hours, maybe called me at work? No. You know what they did? They went directly to my website, hubcapjoe.com, and contacted me through there. I then got the notification on my phone. So I said to them, guys, you purchased an item from me on eBay, not from my website. All contact must stay on eBay. I will answer your question completely, but I will do it on eBay. If you have any further questions, please respond to my follow-up comment through the eBay contact system. I will absolutely not answer any more questions that are sent to my personal email. Those days are over. It's just getting out of hand. I don't know why people are circumventing the eBay contact system. In one case, a guy wanted to know why he hadn't received his item yet. He lived in California, and it had only been 3 days. And he said to me that I had not contacted him with the tracking information. But indeed, I had contacted him, and the tracking number had been uploaded by eBay, and it showed that the item was already in California, but he had not yet gotten it. eBay's delivery times, in my opinion, are unrealistic. It often says a California customer can receive an item from me in 3 days. I'm over here in New Jersey, okay? Just outside of New York City. Often that is not the case, and that was not the case in this particular item. So I don't know if something's going to come of that or not, but I wrote back to the guy respectfully through eBay, and I said, sir, your tracking number was uploaded the day I shipped it. And I included a screenshot of the tracking number, and I said, if you have any further problems, or if you don't get the item within a day or two, just contact me through eBay, and I'll be more than happy to help you out in any way I can. No more circumventing eBay contact system for Joey. Those days are over. It used to be a small problem, but now it's getting out of hand. People are taking 3 steps to do what they can do in 1 step. And it just mystifies me. I don't know what they have to gain by doing this. I don't feel they're trying to scam me or be dishonest. I just feel they're not using the old brain. I don't get it. I can't attribute it to anything, but I'd like to hear from you guys, especially on this topic. Are you having people go out of their way to contact you off eBay when they should be contacting you on eBay? I mean, they bought it from you on eBay. They should keep their contact on eBay. This week, I'm happy to say I had no returns whatsoever. 0. Probably because my sales have been down the last few weeks. That's what I attribute it to. This is called the ceremonial drink out of the cup. Okay guys, I'm going to cut it off now. If you have any comments or concerns on any of the topics or any of your own topics, just comment below. I'm especially interested if you guys are having a problem with Buyers Circumventing eBay contact system to contact you. That is a real annoyance in my opinion, okay? Because we need to be protected. And eBay itself will say, keep all eBay correspondence on the eBay contact system. If any of you guys listened to the webinar that they had on Wednesday, somebody wrote in with that question that they were having the same problem. And Griff and his associate spoke up and said, keep contact on the eBay contact system. And I firmly agree with them. If you guys have had any issues with promoted listings, I need to know about it. I have not heard one person on any of my videos say that they did well with promoted listings. There's got to be somebody out there. If any of you did well with it, I want to hear from you too. Comment below. People on the Facebook groups have been upselling promoted listings. Not all of them, but a good number of them. And I'm not one of them. Because I didn't do well, it was an epic fail, and you guys seem to be agreeing with me on that. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. I'm Crazy New York Driver and you're not. I'm here to help you. If you have any comments or concerns, comment them below, and I will do my best to answer your questions. I am a seller friend, not a seller critic. Yeah! Rock on. See you guys next week. Peace!